Well, the proper grip obviously is having the shaft go kind of through the finger line more. I think the common mistake we see with amateurs is they have it too much through the middle of their palm. I mean, the left hand, the shaft wants to run through the fingers with this pad sitting on top of the club. So once you have it there, you're able to hinge the club very easily up and down. Okay, that's hugely important. Thumb kind of wraps around a little bit. You probably see a couple knuckles, and this V here is kind of pointing to right shoulder. I interlock. Again, the shaft runs sort of along your finger line, the edge of your pad here. Then this little pad here, the kind of fits perfectly into that thumb. This crease here that when you put your hand this way. And again, the angle between this thumb and that points to your right shoulder. The club and the shaft is more in your fingers, so you're able to really create hinge. And hinge is the part in the swing that makes the club go up and down rather than around you. When people grip it too much in their palm, they tend to rotate their wrists this way, around rather than up and down.
Right.
And hinge, obviously is that creating that lag. Some people would call it that fulcrum between the club, the angle of the club, and your hands, and creates the whip and the speed and obviously distance. You just want enough pressure to be able to feel like you have control of the club, but not to the point where you're gripping it so hard that you can't actually move it the correct way. I think it's very important. You said uncomfortable. I think that's one of the most important things that a lot of the pros work on. We don't really try and practice what we feel comfortable with. We practice what we think is tough and is hard. And it's that going through those motions of struggling, improving, seeing a bit of improvement, struggling again, and just keep working on it. That's how you really improve. So it's eventually, you could say, well, yeah, it produces a strong grip will produce a draw, which you enjoy, but what happens when the pin's on the right? How are you going to get to that pin? You can't play golf the way it's meant to be played, sort of starting from the middle and working it back towards a pin.